For this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the advantages of and then show a little bit of the basics of creating a programmable custom search engine for Google. One of the advantages of this is if you give an assignment of research for your students, for example, to search, and this is the example I'll use, Charles Dickens. Well, they might find some very good information through that Google search, but they also could find some sites that maybe are less than, I don't know if reputable would be the proper term for a site dealing with something like Charles Dickens, but maybe less accurate than others. I know Wikipedia has its negative. Yes, there is good information on Wikipedia, but maybe as an educator you want to eliminate that. Or you just know specific sites where you know is the best information your students can find, and so what you'll want to do is limit the search to that. But rather than have them search specifically, let's search this website, and then go and do a search in this website, you can actually create your own custom Google search engine so that when they type in the topic you give them, it is only searching those websites that you know in advance are what you want. And so it does take a little time on your end as an educator at the beginning, but the benefits, in my opinion, far outweigh any negatives as far as time. And so simply you could go into Google, do a search itself for Google Custom Search, and down near the bottom you will find the one that comes in as cse.google.com. I mean, traditionally that's what you could actually type in, but I wanted to start with the very basic beginnings. And so once I click on that, it's going to spin, and I'm already signed in, so one that I've already done comes up as a Victorian England Google Custom Search. And you can see from this one, when I click on it, computer's a little slow, all of the information that will be asked of me to put into it, including different websites that I want available. And here you'll see that I have those listed. I've narrowed it down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that when my students do their custom search on Victorian England, those sites would be the ones that the information would come from. And so I could actually go over here and do that search, and the information will come up from my pre-approved sites. What we're going to do is actually go back, and from the same screen that would come up, if you had not done one before, you would be able to either add or delete a search engine or create a new search engine. And that's what we'll click on now. We'll click on New Search Engine, Sites to Search. And very simply, here is where you're going to add those sites. So for example, I already know some accurate sites that I would want to use for something like this. I would go with www.britannica.com. Once I have that one, I can add another one. Maybe history.com. I'll pick a third. Biography.com. And even a fourth. Dickens Fellowship. And this one's a .org. So I can control exactly what my students are where my students are searching. And I already have my Victorian England one, and this would piggyback with that for my personal thing. But again, any topic that you want to have. I'm going to have mine search in English. The name of my search engine is going to be Charles Dickens. I can create, I agree to the terms of service. Let me make sure I have everything I need here. So I'm going to create that. Now, I've got several options here. I can add it to my site if I have a blog, if I have my own website. I can view it on the web through a public URL, which probably makes as much sense as anything. And there you have your search window for your custom Google search. My next video, we're actually going to do some searches on there and explore how effective it truly is.